Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm gonna show you the details of this car, the new Kia Sportage. This is the facelifted version, and let's start with the details. On the front you can see it greets us with the new lights, beautiful lighting signature, and you see the main units over there. So the big changes here on the front on this facelift model with the Kia's Opposites United design philosophy. The lights are on the outer sections, very robust styling on the road. Then you have, of course, the new Kia badge here in the middle, the gloss black grille. This is the GT line, so it's more aggressive in terms of styling. Look at this, very pronounced lower section of the bumper. And then the daytime running LEDs, they turn into indicators. Let me show you how it looks. Once again, unlocking the car. Moving on to the side profile, 4 meters 54 is the length of the car. Very pronounced C-pillar and the lovely wheels. So the model in our video sits on the 19-inch ones. The dimension of the tires, 235/50 R19, diamond cut finish, a lot of gloss black, and then the wheel nuts are covered with this cover, and it looks very nice in my opinion. Hankook tires, the winter tires on the model in our video. Pronounced wheel arches, gloss black, giving it a sporty look. And now the rear of the car. So again, unlocking it, and not that many changes at the rear compared to the changes on the front. So you see the new taillights with the lovely lighting signature. Then the Sportage lettering, the new Kia badge, GT line lettering, since here again we have the GT line version. The lower section of the bumper is very sporty as well. Now let's open the tailgate, electric tailgate. And here, wide opening, is the access to the trunk. That is really good. So you see additional room down there, nice square shape, 12-volt power supply, various practical features. You have the hooks for your shopping bags on both sides, then the cover for privacy of your things. And then also what you can do is you can fold the rear seats here by just pulling those. So definitely you will fit a lot of things in here, and it's easy to maneuver with the luggage and with folding of the seats. Maybe put some bigger elements when the seats are folded. So yeah, overall really practical. Press this to close the tailgate, and we are ready to explore the interior of the car. Now you can see also the car with a bit of more shade, still sunny, but now through the clouds, so a bit of a different shade of the color right now. I really love this spec. And here we are greeted with the new modern interior, dual 12.3-inch screens, new steering wheel, and then the GT line lettering in here, and also lovely seats. They're very comfortable, and you have the lumbar support in here. You can adjust the seats. And yeah, electronic parking brake is here. Let's check out the door panel. So the standard switches for the windows and the mirrors. Memory of the seats. I quite like the design of the door handle here from inside. Harman Kardon sound system, and lots of room here for various things. Now let's see it from driver's perspective. Starting with wider angle, the view from driver's perspective, let's immediately turn on the car. You have the nice animation of the dials, dual 12.3-inch screens, and the 2-spoke steering wheel here in front of us. I love the layout of the dashboard itself. And now let's change the view and let me show you more details. So the 2-spoke steering wheel with the buttons, including the buttons for the drive modes. You see also when we change the drive modes, you change the view of the dials. And speaking about dials, there are various options. I will show you that as well. And then also you can change what you see here in front of you. The main touchscreen, I will go through the infotainment system in a moment. Let's just check out the layout here of the dashboard itself. You have this smart solution. So here is where you have a bunch of shortcuts, and then when you press this, this is how you operate the AC controls. You have the temperature, and then you can adjust the air blower and also how you want the AC to work. You can also sync it as well. So now it's synced. I also must compliment the styling and the material of this central console. So look at this. So you remember this was in gloss black on the pre-facelift model, and now you see with this new material, no scratches and no fingerprints. So big thumb up from me. Here is where you have the USB-C ports, and then also you can choose whether you want just to charge your phone or connect it and charge it. Wireless charging pad. This is the gear selector for the automatic transmission, 7-speed DCT. Put it to drive, neutral and reverse. Very easy to operate it. And you see here also the 360 surround view. And if you want to go to park, just press this and that's it. Now the heating of the seats and cooling, you have the same LEDs here. Then the heated steering wheel, and also for the passenger as well, heating and cooling. Again, here is your key and the cup holders. You can have the storage compartment, or when you press this you get the cup holders. Also some buttons here, including the one for the start, stop, off, and the 360 surround view, which you already saw. Underneath this lovely central armrest, you have decent amount of storage room, as well as the 12-volt power supply. Speaking about storage compartment, here is where you have the glove compartment, and yeah, decent amount of room in here. Now let's check out the infotainment system. So here is like the home screen. You can swipe it like this, and then if we go to settings, here is where you adjust pretty much all the things. If we go to vehicle settings, driver assistance, discover respect with technology, so you can then adjust driving convenience, safety, also the speed limit and stuff like that. Active sound design, then for climate the settings, but again you will use those in here for changing of the air blower and the temperature. Now the lights, also the ambient lights, you can link it to the drive mode, or you can have the colors. So you can see them right now here, but stay tuned for the night drive to see them in full glory. Now we will I don't know, we can link them to the drive mode, I would say. So if we go here, so let's link it to the drive mode. Then doors. There's also this, the opening speed for the power tailgate. It's currently set to fast, and I will keep it that way. Then also settings for convenience, active sound. So this was actually all that we already passed now, so we can go back. Navigation, then you adjust the settings for the navigation, but I want to show you how it looks. There we go. Here is the map view. And we can recenter it here. And let's see the options. So you can change the views, and then also have settings for navigation and stuff like that. Going back to the settings where we were at navigation, then sound settings, a lot of options here as well, phone connection, layout, and of course Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are available. So the layout of the cockpit, look at this, you can have the circle. So this is the circle, or the simple one. I will have the circle and then style A, B, or C. Or you can link it to the drive mode. But also other, all styles have also the simple theme as well. So for now, let's put the circle and let's link it to the drive modes. Then display settings, adjusting the brightness, and also this blue light filter. So during the night, I believe, but I will keep it, turn it off. Then buttons. So you can then customize the buttons on navigation, on steering wheel, which is this one. So I have it currently set for driver assistance settings. Then mode button, which is here. And yeah, various options. The head-up display and the cluster, so you can adjust the brightness for the cluster theme. We already checked that out. Head-up display, you can see it over there. Then you can also have the content selection for the head-up display. And then here is where you would adjust the general settings, but I think that's pretty much it. I'm not gonna go through more details. You have the pedals here for changing of the gears, and again, electronic parking brake is here. Let's open the panoramic sunroof that we have on this particular model. There we go, we can enjoy this beautiful day. Now also, of course, here you see the lights and the sun visor. Hello there. Same goes for the passenger. Let's check out now the situation at the rear bench. And we will close this. (2.68 meters) is the length of the wheelbase on this model. And now checking out the situation at the rear bench. Nice angle of opening, easy access to the rear seats. And this is how it looks. Storage room, then the hooks on both seats, then also USB-C ports here at the back of those seats. Now I will close the door. There we go. The cup holders, they are not adjustable, but pretty nice. Here is the situation for my head. I'm 1.87 m, and as you can see, still some room left. Also, what we can do here at the rear is adjust the incline for the seat. So one way, then other options as well. So you can play with this, and even with the panoramic sunroof, again, I'm 1.87 m and plenty of space for my head. Time to talk about the powertrain options. You can go for the petrol, mild hybrid diesel, hybrid, or plug-in hybrid on the new Sportage. Model in our video has got the petrol unit, 180 horsepower, so it is the 1.6 liter turbocharged petrol unit, 180 horsepower, and the all-wheel drive. You can also go for the petrol, 150 with the front-wheel drive. Then the mild hybrid diesel is the 1.6 liter with 136 horsepower, either 6-speed manual or 7 DCT, also for the base petrol as well. And then the hybrid model, 239 horsepower combined system output, or the plug-in hybrid with 288 horsepower combined system output and 13.8 kilowatt-hour battery. So those are the options. Tell me in the comments what would be your choice. I quite like this one with the petrol, all-wheel drive, automatic transmission, of course. And yeah, you will see also how it drives in the point of view test drive. Another walk around with the lights and indicators turned on. So you see indicators here in the outer section. And then the main units, the fog lights, and the situation at the rear with the new taillights lighting signature, and the indicators are here, the fog lamp in the lower section. So there we go, this is how it looks. Alright guys, so that was it. Thank you for watching the video. Do subscribe for more. We are going on a point of view test drive. Stay tuned for that and see you on the next one. Bye bye.